Caihe was originally a man of the DaAng dynasty. During his time in the mortal world, he was best known for his unconventional performance art. He often wore a ragged blue gown tied with a wooden belt 3 inches wide. Miraculously, in the heat of summer, he would stuff his gown with cotton wool, yet never shed a single drop of sweat. In the depths of winter, he would strip down to a single layer and sleep on the icy snow, with his breath rising like steam from a bamboo cooker. He was also famous for wearing a boot on only one foot while leaving the other bare. In Taoist philosophy, this half-shod, half-barefoot appearance symbolized absolute liberation and a total disregard for secular conventions. Clutching a large clapper over 3 feet long, he would wander the streets and alleys, singing in perfect rhythm with his steps. Wherever he went, crowds of hundreds would gather to watch. Though his lyrics seemed eccentric and nonsensical, they were actually cryptic prophecies urging people to look past worldly illusions and wake up to the truth of existence. His most famous and iconic song went, Caihe sings his traveling song, "How long can this fleeting world last? Youthful beauty is but a tree in spring, passing years vanish like a shuttle cast." Through these words, he cautioned mortals that earthly wealth and status are as short-lived as spring blossoms, vanishing in the blink of an eye, and that cultivating the Tao is the only true path. A disregard for wealth singing on the streets naturally brought Caihe plenty of tips from onlookers. However, his attitude toward money completely unmasked his identity as a banished immortal. When people rewarded him with copper coins, he would string them together on a long cord and drag them behind him along the ground. Even as the coins slipped off and scattered all over the road, he never bothered to look back. Sometimes he would give the money away to the poor, and other times he would leave the entire stash at a local tavern to spend on heavy drinking. Over time, people noticed a marvel. From the early days of the DaAng dynasty to its final years, Caihe's appearance never aged a single bit. Generation after generation of children grew into white-haired elders, yet Caihe remained exactly the same, a youth with a face as smooth as flawless jade. It was only then that people realized he was no ordinary mortal, but a deity playfully wandering the human world. Ascension to immortality. Caihe's departure from the mortal realm was both dramatic and deeply romantic. One day, he was drinking to his heart's content at a tavern in Haoliang, present-day Fengyang, Anhui Province. Just as he was becoming pleasantly tipsy, clapping his wooden board and singing at the top of his lungs, the clear, melodious music of pipes and flutes suddenly echoed from the heavens. Moments later, a magnificent immortal crane pierced through the clouds and landed gracefully right outside the tavern window. Caihe